What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Not a Football Show. My name is Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show, and I am here with my pal, Sully Sports. What's going on, Sully?
Hello.
Howdy, partner.
We are going to talk about football.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We love talking about football on the Not a Football Show.
That's what we do.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing the 2-minute drill once again. We're going to be breaking down all of the games from this past weekend, and we're going to be talking about them, going over them, thinking about them, crying about them, and doing all that good stuff about them.
All those things about them. But before we get into that, we can go ahead and talk about our records from predicting the games.
Yes.
And it was a very, very ugly week for the both of us. I went ahead and went 5-6 in my predictions.
Clap it up.
And then Mr. Tico over here went 3 for 8.
That's how we do it.
Solid
3 for 8,
three
baby.
games correct. But, you know, that's what happens sometimes, I guess.
It's all good. You're going to get tonight wrong anyways.
Probably,
Yeah.
but I would still have more right than you.
You know.
Yeah, it's a very ugly week. A
Very.
lot of
This is-
strange things happen.
A lot of strange things, but we should get right on into it.
We should.
Okay. So, Producer Kev is going to put 2 minutes on the clock for us. You good, Producer Kev?
You may begin.
Nice. Okay. The first game we're going to be talking about is the Falcons versus the Bucks.
Bijan got a headache.
Oh, no! My head hurts! No, but I feel for him. Like, hey, man, I get bad headaches all the time, bro, and I get it. You know, it's hard to be out there playing football at your best when you got I'm assuming you had a migraine, a bad headache, and yeah, you know, it's bad. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I can barely function when I get a headache, so I mean, playing football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go and hide under tables when I get a headache.
All right, so yeah, with Bijan Robinson having a headache, Tyler Algier got 21 carries.
Saw a little Cordero Patterson.
A little CP, 10 carries for 56 yards. But Desmond Ridder had the lone rushing touchdown on the week. Cool.
Yeah. Drake London almost had one.
Almost. It's too bad he threw it into the ground.
I don't know why. Dude, players keep doing this. They keep trying to extend out that extra yard to get this touchdown, and they just end up losing the ball. It makes no sense. Players keep doing this.
I don't know. They want that touchdown, man. They want
Man,
that tug.
Take it on the one, bro.
Take it on the one.
Take it on the one.
Kyle Pitts, 4 targets, 37 yards, 3 catches. Came back down to earth. He had a few good games the past 2 weeks, but
hey, that's not even that terrible of a game for a tight end.
Yeah,
you saw the one-handed
true.
catch was cool though. That was,
Yeah, it was.
At least he had a highlight play.
Dude, that just shows you what happens when you throw to Kyle Pitts. But
You get some highlight plays.
I guess they'd rather throw to Tyler Algier. 53 receiving yards.
Van Jefferson was involved in this game a little bit as well.
Yeah, one catch for 5
Yeah.
yards. He was right, a very little
involved,
bit.
but-
Very little bit involved. On the other side, Rashad White, he kind of blew besides the fact that he had 6 targets and 65 receiving yards.
Yeah.
So
Big day for Mike Evans though.
big day for Mike Evans, but he was out-targeted by Chris Godwin, who
Was
had
he
12
really?
targets.
Oh.
Yeah, same amount of receptions, though. So who
Don't matter
cares?
though.
Don't matter.
Mike Evans got the fantasy points.
Yes, he did. Mike Evans. Baker Mayfield didn't look too good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
he
Baker
came back
Mayfield.
down. He looked more like Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he
But
did.
the Falcons' defense is good. You know, that's a really good secondary, and they looked good.
Boring game.
Yeah.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Bills-Pats. Upset.
Upset. I mean, we knew it was kind of going to be a close game with it being a divisional matchup.
And the Bills.
And the Bills, who play down to their opponents for
Yes,
some reason.
every time.
But there's not much to say. I mean, Josh Allen tries to do everything out there, but he can't
He's
do
doing
everything.
too much. He's just out there, you know, he's running around. I understand the offensive line isn't great, but man, this guy's got to stop trying to do so much. He's out there trying to put the whole team on his back, and you can't do that. You gotta let the other guys pick up some of the slack.
He's playing ISO ball out there. He thinks
Facts.
he's Kyrie out there or something. But Dalton Kincaid was the leading receiver for this team, 75 yards, 8 targets, caught all 8 of those targets.
Breakout game.
Yeah, National Tight Ends Day. So I mean,
We love it.
yeah,
we love
you know,
to
it's
see it.
fitting. But at the end of the day, Finn's legend Mike Gesicki
Oh.
put away the Bills in fitting fashion. National Tight Ends Day and hit the gritty. And Mac Jones attempted to hit it with him, but
Dude, that was the funniest thing, bro. I don't know what these guys are doing. It's hilarious, though.
I don't know. This is the first really good Mac Jones game we've seen all season.
This was rookie Mac Jones we saw out there. You know, we haven't seen. That's sad to say, but it's just been downhill since after his rookie year. But that was great. That was the best game we've seen for him in a long time.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Nice to see. Kendrick Bourne, big game for him. Demario Douglas. I love this guy. He's a little ball of lightning. I like him.
Yeah, I mean, Mac Jones making do with what he's got, and he don't got a lot.
He
So,
doesn't.
I mean,
He doesn't. But Demario Douglas, I think, is somebody you should keep an eye on in that offense. You know, he was returning punts, had a couple targets, I believe 5 targets, 4 receptions, and good day for him.
Yeah, and for fantasy, Ezekiel Elliott outcarried Ramondre Stevenson, but Ramondre Stevenson had 6 targets and 6 catches for 51 yards, so you're happy with that.
Yeah, we got to see a little bit of the old Ramondre.
Yeah, a little bit.
Old school.
A little bit of old school. Ezekiel Elliott, too, with a touchdown.
Dude, Zeke, I hate that backfield. That backfield's like garbage.
Gross. Stephon Diggs on the other side had an all right game. Same with James Cook.
Yeah.
He had a touchdown.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Browns-Colts.
Very, very high-scoring game for no reason.
Weird.
This is not what we thought was
weird.
going to happen.
It was just odd. Myles Garrett, though. Myles Garrett, that man is scary. That's a man.
Yeah, but really the big storyline from this game was, what's going on with Deshaun Watson?
Dude, he hurt his head.
He hurt his head, and his shoulder still looked hurt. He threw a pretty bad almost
Apparently,
pick.
he was still hurt before the game, and he told the coach that. He told Kevin Stefanski, he said, hey, man, I can't throw the ball downfield, but can I play anyway? And Kevin Stefanski said, yeah, sure, man, you can play.
We're paying you all this money. You can play.
We might
Do
as
whatever you
well.
want. He almost threw 2 interceptions. One of them got dropped somehow by Kenny Moore, but ended up with one completion for 5 yards and a pick. So.
Yeah. He might be on the IR. Kevin Stefanski didn't rule it out. They asked him if you're gonna put Deshaun Watson on the IR, and he said, we're not gonna make the decision quite yet, but maybe it's something that could happen.
And speaking of injuries for the Browns, Jerome Ford. Don't know what's going to happen. I believe it was a high ankle sprain, but nobody really knows yet.
Some type of ankle injury. He was spotted leaving the stadium in a walking boot, so not what you want to hear. And we're definitely not going to have him next week. I think we're definitely not going to have him next week. Probably a couple weeks, actually. And if he's out, Kareem Hunt.
To the moon!
Kareem Hunt to the moon.
To the moon!
Pierre Strong, if you want to pick him up off the waiver wire with a couple of big buys coming up, he's somebody that you could potentially start.
Yeah, definitely. And on the other side of the ball, Gardner Minshew was balling out.
He was.
Same with Jonathan Taylor, who actually had the same amount of carries as Zach Moss, but he got the receiving work. So I think we're starting to see the JT takeover finally happen. I mean, it was bound. It was bound to happen.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see this every week. We're gonna see a 50-50 split with the carries, and maybe a little bit more in Jonathan Taylor's favor, but close. And then Jonathan Taylor's gonna get the receiving work, which it's good. It's good to have Zach Moss out there with him. It keeps him nice and rested and healthy, and there's no reason Jonathan Taylor should be getting 30 carries a game.
Josh Downs balled too.
Oh.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Lions-Ravens. Blowout.
Detroit's defense somehow looked like they did last year.
Yeah.
Just absolutely terrible.
That was a flashback to the good old days.
Yeah, the prime days of, the Lions defense sucks. Start everyone you got against them.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Yeah, it was
but
ugly.
great day for Lamar Jackson.
A great day for Lamar Jackson.
Jackson looked great as a passer out there. Threw for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, I believe, and really good day for him. He tried to stay in the pocket a little bit more. He wasn't running around as much as he usually would, and it was good to see. I really like to see that out of him.
He did have a rushing touchdown, though, so 4 total touchdowns. Great day for him. And, of course, fittingly, National Tight Ends Day, Mark Andrews went out and balled 2 touchdowns, 4 catches, 63 yards. We love Mark Andrews.
We do. Marky
and,
Mark.
Do you know who the leading receiver in yards was for this team?
Probably Nelson Aguilar.
It was Gus Edwards with 80 yards. 1 catch for 80 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the bus.
Didn't that come in like the second half, like late in the game?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean. Zay Flowers, though, 4 catches, 75 yards.
Hey, man, he's good. He's good at football. He's good. Rashad Bateman was a little involved in the beginning of this game. Odell got a little involved, and we saw a little bit of everybody on the Ravens side of the ball.
And we did not see a little bit of everybody on the Lions side of the ball.
No, it was only 2 guys. Amon-Ra and Jameer. They were the 2 guys, carrying the... What they score 7 points?
6. They didn't even get the extra point. I think they went for 2 and did not get it.
Ah, man, ugly day for them. But hey, I mean, if you have Amon-Ra or Jameer in fantasy, you're a happy guy.
I mean, you're happy with Sam Laporta too.
Sorry about that, but we're back. Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta, he had a good game for your tight end position, but not a great game, not a game-winning type of game.
I believe he was a tight end 7 on the week, so still not bad.
Not bad.
Not mad about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's Sam Laporta. You got the guy late in your drafts or off waivers, or you traded for him. But outside of that, not much going on for the Lions.
The biggest thing of this game was Jahmyr Gibbs. That's the big storyline, in my opinion.
Yeah, 10
and
targets.
And the Ravens.
10 targets for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, really good day for him.
Yes.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Raiders-Bears.
Tyson Bagent.
Woo, dude, this guy, he ain't half bad. I was happy to see that.
I mean, what it really comes down to is he doesn't lose the game.
Yes.
Justin Fields, when he goes out there and he has bad plays, he loses them the game
Yes.
sometimes. So maybe what they need is a Tyson Bagent type of guy to just check it down every now and then. I mean, I'm not saying Tyson Bagent's the next best thing in Chicago, but maybe.
Maybe he is, though.
Maybe he is.
Hey, he had 65 family and friends out there watching him, so, he had to show out for them.
It's a lot of family and friends.
Yeah.
That's more people than I even know.
Popular guy.
But, I mean, let's be honest. It came off the backs of Deonta Foreman.
Oh, man, Deonta Foreman was killing it out there.
16 carries, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 receptions, 31 yards, and a receiving touchdown.
Great day for him. If you started him in DFS, you were probably a happy guy.
If you started him in anything, you're probably a happy guy.
Happy men.
Happy man with Deonta Foreman. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah,
That was a good one.
that was good.
DJ Moore had 8 receptions with 54 yards and 9 targets.
Which is cool. I mean, he's not totally gone with Tyson Bagent there, so yeah.
Maybe you might even see more consistency with Tyson Bagent there.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Consistency for DJ Moore? What?
Consistency on the Bears?
What?
What?
On the other side of the ball, Josh Jacobs continues to suck.
Yeah, that was a bad day.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs stinks.
Yeah. Devontae Adams, another bad day for him, too.
He started off hot.
Yeah, he started off good, and then it didn't turn into much afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, he was out-targeted by Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers, it's an every week thing. He had a receiving touchdown as well.
Yep, 7 catches, 50 yards, a touchdown, and 13 targets. That's one more target than Devontae Adams had.
He's good.
He is good. He's a baller. The Patriots should have paid him.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
should have. Instead, they got Juju Smith-Schuster, who's not even playing.
Oh, God.
Bad decision, Pats. Bad decision.
A lot of people were talking about streaming Michael Mayer this week. He did not have a good game, even on
Nope.
National Tight Ends Day.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
Michael Myers.
Next.
The next game we are going to be talking about is the Commanders versus the Giants.
Dude, just start Tyrod. Just keep starting him.
Yeah, bro. I
Like-
don't know what you're doing. Like, Daniel Jones, can we void that contract, somehow take him off the books and just put Tyrod on there instead?
I mean, he throws a much better deep ball. He's getting Jalen Hyatt some looks deep down the field, man.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
he throws the ball better than Daniel Jones does. I'm sorry.
I was sad about this. Jalen Hyatt, this was supposed to be the Jalen Hyatt breakout game, and he had 2 receptions, I think, for 75 yards, which is still good. You're not mad about that. But he dropped 2 he didn't drop. He dropped 1 touchdown. The other one was out of bounds. He could have had 2 touchdowns in this game.
I mean, but you're still happy to see. You're happy to see those looks in general, and I don't think those looks come with Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones cowers up into a little ball and gets sacked.
He's not good. I'm sorry. Daniel Jones is not worth 40. Dude, Daniel Jones didn't even play in this game, and we are talking shit about him. That's how bad Daniel Jones is.
Yeah, we talk a lot about how the Giants' offensive line is terrible, which it is. But I don't think we talk enough about how bad the Commanders' offensive line is. Because Sam Howell,
man.
Mr. Sacks, the most
Dude,
sacked
he's going to
man in
break the
football.
record. He is going to break the record for the most sacks in NFL history.
Yep, sacked 6 times this game.
Oh, that's 40 sacks on the season.
That's a lot of sacks.
Oh, so much sackage.
God, dude. This guy just loves sacks. I mean,
Oh,
it's crazy.
dude, he's basically born there and in a sack.
Bro's been in a sack his entire life. I mean, it's crazy. I sound like a broken record, but National Tight Ends Day, Darren Waller.
Yeah, man.
7 receptions, 98 yards, and a touchdown.
Did you see that touchdown dance, bro? He got a little jiggy out there, man. He was
yeah.
a little jiggy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, not much went on for the Commanders, or really
No.
outside of what we've talked about. I mean, Saquon Barkley, 21 carries, 77 yards, and he had a receiving touchdown, so that's
Brian
good.
Robinson fell in the end zone once again.
Yep, 8 carries for 23 yards.
Oh, Chris Rodriguez, I don't know who this guy is. I mean, I remember him talking about him during draft season. I believe he was a 5th or 6th round pick, just some guy they threw out there. But he led the team in rushing yards. That's something you might want to watch out for if you got B-Rob.
Yeah, there's Terry McLaurin at OK game.
Next.
The next game we are going to be talking about is the Cardinals versus the Seahawks.
Jake Bobo! Jake Bobo!
JSN!
That was a little loud for producer Kev back there.
Producer Kev's ears over there. He's going deaf.
Jake Bobo had himself a great game, a great touchdown catch, but
Oh my goodness. Great is not even the word for it. It was beautiful.
it was beautiful.
Whew.
But don't pick him up. Don't waste your waiver wire pick,
it's a
because
waste,
once
yeah.
DK's back.
Once DK's back, him
Yeah.
and JSN are back out the door.
Yeah, I mean, but the fact that they both had better games than Tyler Lockett's interesting.
Yeah, hey, man, next year,
Next year,
dude, that's the future of this team. Tyler Lockett's going to be a free agent next year, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think Tyler Lockett's going to be a free agent next year. And JSN, Jake Bobo, DK Metcalf, that's the new trio moving forward for 2024.
That's the core, along with Kenneth Walker, who had 26 carries, 105 yards. Solid day
him.
for K9. You love to see that. Geno Smith, all right.
He had a great first half, and then in the second half, he was trying his very best to have the Cardinals come back in this game.
He was. He looked very bad in the second half. I had him in
Yeah.
fantasy, and the first half I was like, oh my god, Gino's cooking right
Yeah.
now. And then the second half I was like, Jesus Christ, what
What are
happened
you
to
doing,
Gino? What are you
Gino?
doing, man?
Stop that.
Stop. On the other side, not
Amari
much.
DiMercado,
Yeah.
bro. What the hell, man?
Dude, just wrong week, dude.
Dude,
Like, Jesus.
Listen, you should have done this last week. Now we wasted a week. Now we only got 2 more weeks left. He probably will be bad next week, and then he'll probably be good the week after, and then James Conner comes back.
Oh man,
Waste our time.
waste of our time, Amari DiMercado, but who cares?
Yeah, I'll be wasting a waiver claim on him.
Hollywood Brown led the team in targets again, 3 receptions, 49 yards. Nobody really had a good game for the Cardinals.
No.
It was a bad day all around for them.
Yeah.
Besides Josh, Josh Dobbs scored their only touchdown. And it was a rushing.
Josh
touchdown.
Dobbs is doing a lot of work
Yeah,
out there.
man.
He's running. He's working a lot out there, man.
Hey man, once they get Kyler back, I think Kyler's gonna cook on
I
this
want
team.
to see Kyler, bro. I miss him. I hate to say it. Like, I know everybody wants to hate on Kyler, but I like him, man. I want to see him back out
Yeah,
here.
it got to a point where Kyler became super underrated for no reason. It's
Yeah.
weird.
If he's out there on your waiver wire, go pick him up.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Steelers versus the Rams.
Woo! I'm just saying, man. Pittsburgh defense just continues to win them games that they don't deserve to win.
The offense wasn't awful. I mean,
Wasn't awful,
the
wasn't
refs,
good.
The refs gave him a big, slap on the ass and helped him out a lot in this one.
Yeah, refs are a big topic of conversation this week. We'll get into that a little bit, but
Oh,
Jalen Warren and breaking news.
Dawson Knox is undergoing wrist surgery.
Dalton Kincaid to the moon.
Mm-mm-mm.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Where were we?
We were talking about the Steelers versus the Rams.
Uh,
George Pickens, big day for him. Deontay Johnson came back. Decent day for him, And
Jalen Warren and Najee Harris both fell into the end zone.
oh my God, I'm so tired of Mr. Najee, bro. Sell high on him while you can. Get
Yeah.
rid of him.
Can you even really sell high? What do you have, like 12 points?
Get 14 in
14,
half PPR.
14, wow.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Yeah,
not
hey.
mad about that.
I think this is what we're going to continue to see for the Rams. A little bit of Puka Cooper Cup, flip-flops.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to predict, kind of like the 49ers situation with Ayuk and Debo.
Puka's good, though, man.
Puka's good.
Puka's a threat. I was really... Dude, he was making some crazy catches out there. I was shocked. I didn't think he had that in him.
Yeah, he's got that dog.
Yeah, he's got that dog.
He's got that dog. He thinks
Yeah.
he's Jake Bobo out there.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp, though, only 2 receptions, I think. 2 receptions for 29, and not a good day for him.
Not a good day. And going back to Pittsburgh, George Pickens out-targeted Deontay Johnson just by a little bit. But George Pickens played 24% more snaps than Deontay.
Yeah,
So,
but, Deontay,
maybe-
first game back from the IR, I'm a Deontay Johnson fan, one of the best route runners in the league. Deontay Johnson, he's him. They're paying him a bunch of money.
So buy low on Deontay Johnson?
I'm not saying buy low on anybody on the Steelers offense because that's not a good decision.
That's not a good decision. You're right.
But, Deontay Johnson will have better days ahead. He'll be consistent. George Pickens is your big play guy. Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about Darrell Henderson.
He got the workload.
Yeah, 18 carries for Darrell Henderson. Pick him up if he's on your waiver wire. The next game we're going to be talking about is the Packers versus the Broncos.
Check down Jordan Love, man.
Oh my God, dude! I thought
that's bad.
Jordan Love fooled us. He fooled us over the first couple games of the year. This dude's not good.
We've been bamboozled. We've been tricked. We've been...
It's a fugazi, a
Hey,
fugazi.
we got led astray by Professor Love, the
Yeah,
Love
man.
Shack, Dr. Jordan Love. He didn't look good. He looked
And this was
good.
the Broncos. You got to remember, he's not playing any crazy team out here. It's the Broncos. They're not good. One of the worst defenses in the league.
Yeah, he's
Maybe the worst defense in the league.
possibly. He did somehow will his way to 2 touchdowns, even though the second one bounced off the hands of Romeo Doubs, ended up getting caught by Jaden Reed.
Should have been an interception.
Should have been an interception.
Both of them should have been an interception, honestly. The other one he threw to Romeo Doubs was almost an interception.
the tiebreaker goes to the receiver, man.
Yeah,
Everyone
it's
knows that.
Lucky.
Yeah, A.J. Dillon got the workload for this team. I don't think Aaron Jones is fully back yet, man. I think he's still a little hurt
I
out
think he's
there.
going to be a little hurt for a little while longer too. I mean, this is A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon, somebody might want to start.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't really want to, but if you have
Well,
to,
hey,
then
man,
maybe.
With how running backs are, there's not that many good ones out there. And if A.J. Dillon's going to get double-digit carries every week, I'll take him.
Yeah, I missed what happened with Christian Watson. What happened there?
It's
I
okay.
looked away and I looked back up and he was on the sideline on his back.
It is a knee injury on the knee that he got surgery on. He had a little surgery over the offseason, and it's the same knee that he hurt in this game. So we don't know exactly what it is. We don't know how long he's going to be out. I would say at least a couple weeks, maybe longer. So something to watch out for. And if he is out for a while, Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, Luke Musgrave is in concussion protocol, I believe. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things going on for the Packers there. On the other side, Javonte Williams, 15 carries, 82 yards. Jaleel McLaughlin looked good.
They're
And
a great duo, those
they
two.
are. Cortland Sutton continues to be a nice fantasy option. He's wide receiver 18 on the season, 6 receptions, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy had a couple of good catches, too.
Yeah, he's a future Colt. Who cares?
Yeah.
Next.
The next game we are going to be talking about is the Chargers versus the Chiefs.
Dude, I'm sorry. Justin Herbert just loses games. Like, he has all the physical talent in the world, but I don't know, for some reason he can't put it together and win games. Everyone says, oh, he doesn't have weapons, Dude, you have the most elite receiving running back in the league, and you have one of the best route runners the NFL has ever seen, and people always say, oh, he has no weapons. And Josh Palmer's a good wide receiver, too, on a lot of teams. But for some reason he can't put it together, can't get any dubs, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to have the discussion of Justin Herbert versus Tua, we're not having it anymore. I'm sorry. It's not a discussion. It's not happening. Tua is better, and it's not a question. I don't care. I don't even care about Tua's performance. I don't care that Tua threw an interception. Tua is better than Justin Herbert. And I'm saying it. You know it. It's the truth.
I'm not going to back that up.
Yes, you will.
Okay, I'm going to back that up. Justin Herbert sucks. Tua's better than Justin Herbert.
He's just not. He keeps selling. He just sells and sells and sells. And then he looks out the window, and then he sells again.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, people keep giving Justin Herbert this hall pass.
He doesn't deserve it anymore. I'm sorry. Stop making excuses for him.
Yeah, I mean, people say Mac Jones has no weapons. I'm not saying Justin Herbert and Mac Jones are the same quarterback, but Justin Herbert has way more weapons than Mac Jones.
Yes.
Justin Herbert probably has a top 10 weapon core in the NFL.
Yes.
And he keeps getting bailed out, and people say, they keep coddling him. He's a little baby.
Oh, he's okay, buddy. You're going to be fine.
He's so handsome. He's
nice hair.
He's still learning. But on the other side of that,
yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes finally had a Patrick Mahomes game, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, Travis Kelce. National Tight End Day, 12 receptions, 179 yards, and a touchdown. Travis Kelce.
Hey, if Taylor Swift is at the game, Travis Kelce plays good. In games where Taylor Swift shows up, he is averaging 65 more receiving yards a game. It is a direct correlation. If Taylor Swift is there, Travis Kelce's balling.
He's balling. He's balling regardless. MVS had a long touchdown. Rashee Rice had a nice touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. He's an every week starter, I think, moving forward. I'd like me some Rashee Rice. You see him after the game, bro? He was dripped out, dude. Had like 4 chains on. Looked dripped out.
Yeah, he did.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Dolphins versus the Eagles.
Miami's a bunch of frauds, and we can admit it.
No. Listen, we might be a little fraudulent. I'll give it up. I'll say, well, you know,
Just
whatever.
a little bit.
We're a little fraudulent, but we don't have Jalen Ramsey. We didn't have Xavier Howard. We don't have Devon Achane. We don't have any of our O-linemen.
Yeah, they're missing 8 starters this game if you include Devon Achane and if you consider David Long, who went out at like halftime or a little around there. But they are missing their left tackle, left guard, and center, Connor Williams, Isaiah Wynn, and Teron Armstead. So, I mean, it's a lot of injuries, but
and then, on top of that, we can't even get a damn penalty call on the Eagles. What the hell?
Hey, man, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. It was a winnable game.
It was a winnable game. But it would have been a lot more winnable game if, you know, the difference between penalties wasn't 10-0.
I mean, Tyreek Hill did drop a touchdown.
2.
He dropped 2 touchdowns?
He dropped the one where he ran across the field, and then the other one got called back on a penalty.
Oh, got called back, yeah. Oh, surprise.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but some other takeaways from this game. God, is Devonta Smith ever going to turn up? I mean, we thought it would be like flip-flop, you know, A.J. Brown week, Dallas Goedert week, Devonta Smith week, but it's just been Dallas Goedert and A.J. Brown.
It's gonna take either A.J. Brown or Dallas Goedert to get a little banged up for him to get back into the action, I think.
And now you throw legend Julio Jones into the mix?
Oh, not super anything.
I was going to say Super Bowl champion, but I don't know where that came from.
Sorry, buddy.
Almost. Jalen Waddle dealing with a little bit of a back injury, too. That's another guy who got hurt. Yeah, he came back. But, you know, he had a little bit of heating pad or something on his back.
Yeah, dude, he was freaking, you know, he was doing his waddle off the field.
But really, not much to take from this game besides the fact that the Eagles are a very good football team who just got Kevin Byard from the Tennessee Titans, all-pro safety. So
Terrell Edmonds, a 5th and 6th round pick. That's all it costed him.
Yeah, Miami should have done
Yeah.
that. DeAndre Swift also had a decent game.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about? Any little bit of surprises? Anything?
Trying to think of injuries. So Jalen Hurts suffered a knee injury in that game. Not severe, not a problem. He says he's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
I can't think of any injuries off the top of my head.
I can't think of any either. Oh, Austin Eckler got hurt.
Did he?
Austin Eckler, I think he got an ankle injury. Saquon Barkley also had like
He had multiple injuries, I think.
Saquon or Austin Eckler?
Saquon. I think he
Saquon
went
had-
off
yeah.
the field multiple times.
Yeah, he says he's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about any of them, but he did have multiple injuries, and more injuries and more injuries and more injuries every week. They add up. So
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. That's
That
all
is
we
all
got.
we got for today's show. Thank you guys so much for watching the Not a Football Show. My name is Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show, and this is Sully from Sully Sports. Any last comments, Sully?
No.
He said no. And that's all we got. Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day.